Hello guys! Before this story begins, take a moment to support the channel. If you love beautifully told narratives, cinematic storytelling, and emotional journeys of Asia's brightest stars, don't forget to subscribe to Global K-pop Stars. Your support breathes life into every story we share. Some stories are written by scripts, shaped by directors, and captured by cameras. But others begin quietly, softly, like a whisper carried by fate. The story of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei belongs to the second kind of connection born not out of coincidence but out of timing so precise, it almost felt orchestrated by the universe itself. Years before the world paired their names together, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei lived in separate galaxies. Zhao Lusi was a rising star with a laugh that could brighten an entire room, her heart warm, her spirit unafraid. Wu Lei, on the other hand, had grown in front of the camera, maturing from a child actor into a young man with depth, discipline, and a quiet intensity that often spoke louder than words. Neither knew that destiny had already begun shaping the path that would lead them toward each other. Their first meeting didn't happen under spotlights or in glamorous settings. It was a simple pre-production gathering, a room filled with papers, laptops, staff bustling around, and the soft hum of early preparation. Zhao Lusi entered first, offering her bright smile to everyone she passed. It was the kind of smile that didn't ask for attention, it simply earned it. Minutes later, Wu Lei arrived. Calm, polite, carrying himself with a confidence softened by humility. And then it happened. A glance. A pause. A moment too brief for outsiders to notice, yet long enough for something unspoken to spark between them. Their first hello was gentle, almost shy, two professionals greeting each other politely. But even in that small exchange, something felt strangely magnetic. Lucy would later describe it as a warm stillness, while Wu Lei would quietly admit that she had an energy he couldn't ignore. As rehearsals began, that tiny spark grew. Lucy's playful charm, the way she teased the staff, the way she made dull moments brighter, created a soft orbit around her. Wu Lei, usually composed and serious, found himself drawn into her gravity. She made him laugh, really laugh, something he didn't realize he had been missing. Meanwhile, Wu Lei's thoughtful nature, the care he showed toward the team, and the quiet strength that seemed to anchor him became a source of comfort for Lucy. Their personalities were different, yet complementary, like two colors blending into a shade neither had been before. Their chemistry ignited fully during their first emotional scene together. When the director called action, something extraordinary unfolded. They didn't just perform, they connected. Their gazes held with a sincerity that startled even them. Their words flowed not from lines on a page but from something deeper, something real. When the scene ended, the room erupted into applause, but the two remained still, quietly absorbing the strange and beautiful feeling that lingered between them. Off camera, their bond grew in ways neither expected. During meal breaks, Wu Lei would quietly save an extra snack for her. During long shooting nights, Lucy would sit beside him to keep him company, often speaking softly so he wouldn't fall asleep between takes. There were inside jokes, stolen glances, moments of silence that felt more intimate than any spoken words. Their friendship, if it could still be called just that, became the heartbeat of the set. One night, after an exhausting shoot, they found themselves alone on the rooftop of the studio. The city lights shimmered below like scattered stars. Lucy leaned against the railing, complaining dramatically about her sore feet, and Wu Lei laughed in that quiet way only she could draw out of him. The wind was gentle, carrying the scent of evening rain. Under that sky, something shifted, not loudly, but softly, like a door opening inside their hearts. They talked for hours, sharing fears and dreams usually kept hidden from the world. That night, they stopped being co-stars and became something far more rare. Two souls who understood each other without trying. After the drama aired, the world fell in love with their chemistry. Fans clipped every glance, every smile, every interview, convinced that something real was blooming. Yet the most beautiful parts of their story were the ones the world never saw: the late-night texts, the shared exhaustion, the little things they did to brighten each other's days. Months passed, and destiny crossed their paths again at an awards ceremony. On the red carpet, under the flash of cameras, they locked eyes with a familiarity that felt like coming home. Backstage, Lucy teased him for looking too handsome, and he brushed it off with a shy smile. They sat together, shoulders touching just slightly, talking like no time had passed. The world saw elegance that night. But in their laughter, in their lingering gazes, there was something softer, something fragile and real. Later, Wu Lei invited her to a quiet hill outside the city, a place he went when he needed peace. The sunset was breathtaking, painting the sky with colors too beautiful to describe. They sat side by side on the grass, watching the horizon melt into gold. For a long time, they didn't speak. The silence wasn't empty. It was full. Then Wu Lei confessed, not dramatically, not with grand gestures, but with raw sincerity. He told her she brought light into his life, that she made him feel seen in a way nobody else had. Lucy's eyes softened as she told him he grounded her, made her feel safe, made the chaos of fame easier to face. They didn't define what they were. They didn't need labels. In that moment, under the setting sun, they chose something more